And lo, in the chromium dawn of every true awakening, when the neon meridians of the soul first flicker and pop like a Vegas marquee at 4 a.m., there comes that seismic, white-hot, irrevocable instant, O children of the electric kundalini, when the ancient question flips like a 67 Mustang doing a 180 on the Pacific Coast Highway. No longer the whimpering, the mewling, the status sphincter-clenching plea, do they love me? Do they love me enough? Do they love me at all? No. Suddenly the voltage reverses, the current roars the other way, and the soul, that long-suffering, pearl-diving, custom-painted soul, stands up in its white suit and white shoes and demands of the cosmos itself, do I love myself enough to walk away from whatever keeps carving its initials into my marrow? And in that question, hear it, pilgrims, hear the thunder, the soul grows up, sheds the velvet childhood of illusion like a snakeskin left glittering on the neon highway. The courage begins. The courage begins. The courage begins with the sound of one heart slamming its own door. For we had thought, had we not, that the cruelest crucifixion on the twin-flame Via Dolorosa was the losing of them, the vanishing tail lights, the unanswered text glowing radioactive in the dark, the silence that falls like a guillotine. But no, the real Golgotha, my darlings, the real crown of thorns, was the slow, exquisite erasure of self, while you alone, yes, you sweet lunatic acrobat of the heart, tried to glue the shattered mirror of the connection back together with your own blood and tears and whispered incantations at 3 a.m. You, begging truth from a priest who feared the confessional. You, offering the softest underbelly of tenderness to one who answered only with the cold click of emotional call waiting. You, reaching for repair, while they moonwalked backward into avoidance, into blame, into the welcoming arms of someone who asked nothing, demanded nothing, required no confrontation with the trembling child inside them. Episode 7, that galactic revelation, thundered across the firmament. Love without courage is not love. It is nostalgia wearing love's clothing. It is a counterfeit bill passed in the dark discotheque of the heart. And now episode 8, oh yes, the reckoning comes, drops like a hydrogen bomb of grace. You cannot remain lashed to what refuses to grow. Walking away? Walking away is not failure, not abandonment, not petty revenge served cold on Instagram. Walking away is the ultimate sacramental act, the soul's holiest pilgrimage back into its own skin. Because there arrives, and you will know it when the air itself turns crystalline, that moment when trying becomes treason against the self, when waiting becomes slow suicide by hope, when every maybe tomorrow is another paper cut across the throat of your divinity. And something ancient stirs, something with galaxies in its eyes and thunder in its ribcage, and it speaks once, calmly, with the finality of a judge in a white suit banging the gavel made of pure light. It's time to go. Not in rage, not in bitterness, but in the terrible, beautiful clarity that falls over the desert right before sunrise. You cannot drag another soul to the water of their own courage. You cannot carry a two-person canoe alone while the other passenger files their nails and stares at the horizon of their fear. You cannot teach love to someone still genuflecting at the altar of their unworthiness. So you walk. You walk, darling, not away from them, though the rear-view mirror will lie and say so, but toward the sovereign kingdom of you that has been waiting, crown polished, throne dusted, fireworks ready since the day you were born. And here comes the divine joke, the cosmic punchline written in laughing gas and stardust. Only when your radiant absence finally registers on their seismograph of the soul do they feel the full earthquake of what they lost. Only when your energy, that wild, once generous aurora, withdraws from their sky, do they finally look up and see how dark it had become. Only when your heart ascends out of their gravitational slump do they begin, at last, their own trembling, gorgeous, inevitable awakening. But you are no longer orbiting their hesitation. Your healing is not on layaway pending their apology. Your freedom no longer wears their initials branded on its wings. Episode 8 is the great reversal. The feminine, exhausted from chasing mirages, stops. The masculine meets the mirror and either shatters or finally sees. The soul, blessed, battered, beautiful soul, steps back onto the throne of its own becoming. And in that sovereign courage, miracles, quiet, daily, exquisite miracles, unfold. You remember who you were before you shrank to fit their fear. You reclaim the diamonds you scattered, trying to light their darkness. You realign with the North Star that was always, only, ever inside your own chest. Your fire, sweet Jesus, that phoenix fire, rises again, hotter, cleaner, laughing. And you understand with the serene astonishment of one who has just stepped out of a burning house into cool grass. Walking away was never the end. It was the first day of the rest of your incarnation. Amen. And past the white suit, we've got a cosmos to conquer.